Hello, Richard Blackstone here again with MasterYourLifeVideos.com, and today I want to talk a little bit about what I call the three simple immutable laws of the universe. And if you've seen me on television or radio before, then you know that I am a living example that anybody can recreate their lives any manner they choose. Now, the reason I can say that is because for the first 40 years or so of my life, I was basically sleepwalking through life. And what I mean by sleepwalking is that, of course, I was kind of living my life unconsciously and kind of had this idea that life was happening to me and I had to react to it. And then about 20 years or so ago, I started waking up to what I call my true, authentic self. And when I started this awakening process, I began to realize that I had within me the powers to create my life. And so I went on this idea of consciously creating my life. And when I did that, I realized I needed some foundational principles to guide me along my journey. And I also needed these foundational principles because my friends kept asking me questions about what was going on and what about this and what about that. So I needed some really foundational things that I could always rely on to answer every question that came at me. So what I did, of course, I sought clarity from the universe about how I could do that. And what it did, it came back with these three foundational principles. I call them the three simple immutable laws of the universe. And actually I wrote a book about that, and you can get that book free. Just go to my website here, MasterYourLifeVideos.com, and you can download it free, and you can be reading it when we're done with the video here. While you're there too, you can also watch 20 free videos about how to consciously create your life, and also about this concept of who you really are. You know, this really foundational stuff that you need to know and understand for the conscious creation of your life. So anyway, let's get into the three simple immutable laws of the universe. And the first law of the universe is this idea that love is who you really are. You know, at our core, what we are is this concept called unconditional love. Now that is an immutable truth. That is who we really are. In fact, that's the truth of life altogether. Everything else is kind of an illusion, but love is a truth. And love is who we are because we come from a source that is made up entirely of unconditional love, and we are made up entirely of that source material. So actually everything in existence is unconditional love. It's just that we live in a universe of duality where we get to experience the opposite of unconditional love. So that leads us kind of into our second foundational principle, which is the idea that we are all one in this giant game called life on planet Earth. Now, it doesn't mean we're all not a little different. We are different in our physical makeup and all that stuff. We're different from, say this book I wrote, Nuts and Bolts Spirituality. We're different from that, but at the highest levels of our consciousness, we are all one in the idea that everything in existence is source material, and we are in existence, so we are all one as the source at the highest levels of our consciousness. But while we're here on planet Earth, we get to play this wonderful game called life on planet Earth, and when we do that, we get to experience the opposite of unconditional love, which allows us also to experience this idea of being separate from our source, which is the reason that we have a lot of conflict and frustration in the world right now. But we'll talk about that in a later video. Okay, then the third foundational principle, the third simple immutable law, is this idea that we are all here to create our lives in any manner that we choose. And this is the one that I love the best, is because this is what I do daily. I get to create my life in a very conscious manner, in any manner that I choose. And what I have chosen is to have an easy and effortless life filled with abundance, health, and harmony. What I have chosen is to make videos and talk to people like you so that you too can change your life and create your life consciously to be, do, and have whatever you desire. Now that's pretty cool. So what I'd like to do now, just to kind of help you along your process, is just go to my website, masteryourlifevideos.com. Like I said, you can watch 20 other free videos. You can get my book, The 3 Simple Immutable Laws of the Universe, and it'll just kind of help you, start you on your path of the conscious creation of your life, so that you can be, do, and have whatever you desire. I like that. Okay, so I'll see you on the next one. Until then, this is Richard Blackstone with MasterYourLifeVideos.com, and go out and have a great day, and as always, live in love.